Turning back from Gaza, what is the current situation with Green Deal, and do you plan to communicate with Russian officials or maybe with Russian President Vladimir Putin?
Sorry,
The Green Deal.
we have been in contact with both sides, trying to explore new forms that I don't think the repetition of the Green Deal would make sense. But I'm a strong believer that it would be very interesting if we would be able to have conditions for freedom of navigation in the Black Sea.
And
Last question, Deji. No, sorry, Deji, last question.
Secretary General, Deji Xu with China Central Television. Let me ask you a broader picture question. It seems like in 2023, it seems very chaotic. We have two conflicts going on. We have SDGs even driving away further, and the United Nations and you yourself has been put into huge pressure. Where's the silver lining? What kind of hope do you see for 2024?
Well, we have in the UN a very important process taking place, the Summit of the Future. And in the Summit of the Future, I hope it will be possible for us to agree on a new agenda for peace with a more holistic approach to prevention. We had yesterday a very important victory in the Security Council after many years in which I'm fighting for the need to have peace-enforcing operations done by our African partners of the African Union with mandates by the Security Council and assessed contributions. It was possible to have a resolution of the Security Council that creates the possibility of funding at 75%. It was one of the key elements of the agenda for peace, but there are many others. On the other hand, we have already, we will be publishing, I believe, today, the report of our high-level panel on artificial intelligence. And I hope it will be possible to have some form of networked governance of artificial intelligence with flexibility, of course, taking into account different situations around the world, but that will create more opportunities for artificial intelligence to be a force for good and minimize the risks of artificial intelligence. And I hope to see the UN in the center of that effort. We have simultaneously a number of other very important questions on the table in which member states will be able to take decisions in relation to participation of youth and future generations in decision-making, in relation to the reform of the international financial system, reform of the Security Council. So I see that independently of the crises that are happening, I see that there is a dynamic effort within the UN to look seriously into the need to reform multilateralism and to make multilateralism stronger and more effective in a world that is becoming multipolar, but multipolarity will not guarantee peace if there is not a strengthening of multilateral governance institutions. So I'm very optimistic about the work that can be done within the UN, knowing that some of these crises that you mentioned will be very difficult to overcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.